ring king king ah 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 ring king king.
So, Joe Soto.
Wow, huh? That was crazy. I was actually worried. I was feeling sympathetic pains for him in positions where he just was stoic. You know, he was giggling out there. And I'm like, are you crazy? That man's about to rip your ACL apart and end your career. And he's like, yeah, da-da-da. But no, seriously, though, he had amazing positional awareness. You could tell he actually really knew what he was doing out there. And that match is going to be mandatory viewing for anybody who's trying to up their leg lock defense, because that man has some skills. Mind you, Eddie Cummings got some serious skills too, and I don't think everybody understands that his heel hooks are different. You know, it's not your standard everyday heel hook. Like what he's doing to your leg is
It's a different math, right? It's a different math.
Yeah, absolutely. He's basically torquing your foot and basically your entire leg so that it's all stretched out and tight, and it only takes a little bit of pressure with his arm to make you feel the pain. And it's something, I think Barrett Yoshida, I think he tapped before it even got to the pain because he just saw where he was at. Barrett Yoshida is not a man who taps easily, you know? It's
not at all.
Not at all. That's how dangerous Eddie Cummings is.
Do you think Hiron Gracie talked about competing against Josh Barnett, which is a very big discrepancy in weight? Now, he tapped right away just because of how tight it was. Do you think that's the case with Eddie Cummings, where it's just really a vice-type grip, or is it more an unorthodox method of getting to that heel hook?
It's, well, what they're doing, and it's no secret, he talks about this in his seminars. Excellent seminars, I've been to one of them before. I can't quite replicate his efforts at this point, but I'm working on it. They're really catching the toes in the armpit, and this is how you should do it, but he does it so well. Not enough people emphasize that. Most people are thinking about hooking the heel with their arm. He's emphasizing catching the toes in the armpit and turning the toes turning your toes to your own butt. And what that's doing to your foot is basically crunching it up like that. So it's all tight. It's already tight and just takes a little bit of pressure to make you want to scream.
So how come you're not competing at EBI, Mr. Professor, sir?
No. My weight class is difficult for me. I'm at 170, so I'd be up against Gary Tonin, which is another scary proposition if you like to walk. No, it would be, I'd have to compete for it. We're competing for it. If there's a slot available for a 10th Planet guy, we have to compete in-house. And we've got some tight 170s. Like, we've got a really strong 170 division. You know, I'd have to go through Nathan Orchard. In my dreams, I would pull that victory off. Maybe one day. I'm still working on it, you know. I'm still putting in my mat time.
And finally, did you think Eddie Cummings would have won the whole tournament?
I actually would say Gio. I don't know how Gio would have pulled it off, but Gio is a wizard. And I always have faith in my friends, and I do have faith in that man. He is an amazing guy. He kind of got stalled out in this match.
It's against Joe Soto, right?
Joe Soto. And Joe did it. I'm not knocking Joe. Joe did amazing work out there. But Joe, it's a lot easier to just hold somebody in back control than it is to go for the choke. And if you just hold somebody, it's possibly a very good strategy to like build up time. On the other side, you are wasting more time, you're spending more energy, but Joe Soto clearly has crazy cardio. It was not a concern for him. He wasn't diminished at all in the final match, even though he did that in overtime a couple times, you know, where that was his strategy against Joe Almal as well. He held that first one on really long to build up a time advantage. And basically, that's the strategy I feel beat Gio. It was a great match. Gio wasn't submitted. No, it was Joe, clearly. Joe did win the match. But I don't know how he could have taken out Eddie Cummings, but I think he could have.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Professor Scott.